Dudes and dudettes, what is good? Welcome back to another episode of VT Reviews. And in today's episode, we are talking about Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness. I actually really did like this movie. It was pretty good. It's nothing like spectacular out of the ballpark, but it was a pretty good movie to watch. I personally really enjoyed it. And it's also Marvel's first take at a horror movie, and it's not really that horror at all in my opinion. It lightly touches the genre, but it's not really horror. Like, I mean, if you're scared of watching this movie because you're scared of the horror aspects of it, don't be. It's not horror at all. There might be a jump scare here and there, but like that's pretty much it. And other than that, it's actually just a pretty interesting movie to watch. It's completely different from what you usually see in Marvel. Maybe a little more similar to Spider-Man No Way Home in the aspect that the villain isn't necessarily a real villain. It's just a broken character. As in, we all know, by now it's no kept secret from the trailers, we all can figure out that Wanda is going to be the villain here. This is a spoiler-free review, don't worry, I'm not spoiling anything here. Wanda is going to be the villain, though she's not really a villain, because this entire story goes on the aspect of being the consequences of actions. Every action has a consequence, and in this movie, we're exploring the consequences of the actions Strange took in making his decision, 1 in a 14 million chance. Yes, Strange didn't have a choice in that matter. The only way to save the universe from Thanos was to go with that option of dusting half the universe. But this movie has made it clear that there were multiple options. It wasn't just the 1 in 14 million chance. Strange used the time stone, and as such, and with the limited time he had, he could only look at a certain number of possibilities, and 14 million is a lot, and the only one they won in was the one where he doesn't have the universe. If he had more time, he might have found another one, like how in another universe they might have stopped Thanos. But unfortunately he didn't have enough time, and he went with the only solution he was able to find. And as a result, a lot of people died, and that was made abundantly clear at the beginning of the movie as well. People are going to suffer from the decision he made, but no one can be mad at him because at the end of the day, he did what he had to do to save the universe, and sacrifices were made. And now we're facing the consequences of the sacrifice because Wanda is broken. She lost her kids, she lost her husband, and the kids weren't even real. She just made them up while she was hurting in WandaVision. And the story just continues off that. Wanda's in pain, she wants her kids back, and as such, she wants America Chavez's power so she can spend eternity with her kids. Or at least a lifetime with her kids. And one thing you do really love about this movie is how we're finally seeing the Scarlet Witch. And we're seeing a clear differential between Scarlet Witch and Wanda Maximoff. Because, I mean, at the end of WandaVision, I feel like people were confused between Wanda and Scarlet Witch in general. And, like, how they're really different. And here it's abundantly clear. Because, like, you could see them using the same tactics with mind control here and there. But they're completely separate on power levels. Like, Dr. Strange can handle Wanda. Half the MCU's characters could still handle Wanda, even though she's an absolute beast as Wanda Maximoff. But when you compare her to her Scarlet Witch form, with the power of the Darkhold, she is just a complete badass, annihilating beast. Like, it's just something else. She is wild. You absolutely fall in love with her because of her power and her character, of course. And this movie is just really fun to watch in that aspect. You really enjoy watching all the cameos that appear. Though, to be fair, the cameos do feel pretty underwhelming at the end of the movie. But they're still pretty exciting and do get you interested in the future of the MCU on the aspect of you might see them in our main MCU timelines. The Easter eggs they drop is also really interesting and fun to watch. Comic book lovers will notice immediately. I'm not a comic book lover, but I noticed it too because you just know these things because they're really interesting to know and because comic book lovers will keep talking about it. But you do like these little Easter eggs. And yeah, aside from that, the movie was pretty fun. People want to talk about wonky CGI. I thought the CGI was pretty amazing. I didn't notice any wonkiness, and that's what the CGI should be like. So I really enjoyed that aspect as well. CGI was pretty great. Soundtrack was nothing too special, but I really did enjoy this movie. The bigger aspect was the chemistry between Wong and Strange. Wong is constantly, like, Wong is being respectful, and, like, as the Sorcerer Supreme, he's being respectful of his position and all, but he's also low-key continuously gloating it in front of Strange because they're friends and whatnot, and it's just absolutely hilarious to watch that aspect, and you do enjoy watching it. There are many aspects relating to other MCU projects like What If, and you do enjoy seeing those aspects come to light, seeing impacts of certain things happening on other things. I'm not going to say too much on that aspect, but you do really love it. There are 2 post-credit scenes in this movie. One is just a callback to earlier in the film, and one is setting up the future, both of which are really interesting. And the one that's setting up the future is continuing on this theme of consequences to your actions. So this really sets up Doctor Strange as, like, the new biggest character in the MCU timeline. And that's definitely going to be the case since we're exploring the multiverse. And America Chavez is probably going to be a bigger character in the future as well, since she can literally travel through the multiverse. And she was actually a really great character in this movie. You really loved her. I don't know how to pronounce the kid's name, but she was actually, I'll call her Gomez because that's her last name, but Gomez was actually amazing as her character. She killed her role. I loved watching her. I can't wait to see her in future MCU projects. There's some more I want to talk about, but I'll probably talk on TikTok once, like, with a spoiler warning, because I don't want to talk spoilers here. But, like, you will love the cameos in this movie. You'll get hyped, even though they're underwhelming at the end. But, like, you will enjoy this movie, in my opinion. And with that, I have to say I rate this movie an 84%. You do enjoy it. It is rewatchable to a degree. It's partly immersive, and you just have a good time watching it and exploring the characters and themes of consequences to your actions, what is truly happiness, and exploring the characters and their chemistry. And with that being said, let me know what you guys think of this movie down in the comment section below. I personally liked it, but I know a lot of people might not like it at all. Let me know what you guys think down in the comment section below, what you guys rate it. I want to know your opinions on this. And with that, that is all I have for you guys today. So don't forget to drop a like and hit that subscribe button for more movie and show related content, more reviews, and anything of that sort. And with that, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.